Hey, Roxy, she is so tired today. What do you think of this? You know, the last time we read, the wolves got to go outside and meet the pack, didn't they? Yeah, they did. And you know what? The wolves in the pack threw up the elk that they had eaten, and the little pups ate it up, and they thought it was so good. That was your favorite part, wasn't it? Because even though Roxy, you eat ham and and steak with Dad, but you know what? You also eat some weird stuff outside. And that's what dogs and wolves and coyotes do, don't they? They do that. Probably should just go back to sleep. What do you think? So here we are in reading 3, and we're on chapter 2, and it's called Watch. This makes me wonder, what are they watching? All summer, the pack hunts. Growl watches us while they are gone. And when the pack comes home, there are steaming piles of elk meat for everyone. And then, best of all, howling. Father begins, and then mother, and then song, and the sound of it makes my fur stand up in my tail wave. We pups howl together, each trying to be the loudest, stretching our necks out and up like father does. We draw in deep breaths to win the longest howl or the loudest, but loud or soft, long or short, our howling makes us a pack. All of us, one pack. And this is our home ground. Our voices bounce off the mountains. They reach for the wolf star. The sound fills me up fresh. Growl sounds his low, mournful wails last of all. He is the following wolf, our wrestling coach, and the peacemaker of the pack. By the time the meadow turns late summer gold, I can outrun him. And by the first frost, I can make him drop his tail when I beat the ground with my front paws and raise the fur on my shoulders. Sharp never drops his tail to me, no matter how hard I try. I wrestle him every day, but he slips out of my paws. I run farther than him, I howl longer, I gulp down more meat than anyone. But he is still taller and heavier, louder and stronger. I can run faster than him, but that is my only victory. Mother sees me try and gives me extra licks at sleep time. A lead wolf feeds his pack, she says. No other trick matters. So when the first snow falls, instead of snapping at snowflakes and skidding over frozen puddles with the rest of the pups, I run with father to the game-watching place. Takes all my strength to keep up, but I'm stronger every day. And when we arrive at the flat stone by the home stream, I sit at his feet. He studies the mountainside, and I watch him, watching. He hears the yowl of cougars and the yip of coyotes and the rattling call of ravens. He hears running water, the splash, grunt, huff of the bear, and the split splat of the salmon hitting the stones on the side of the river. And then the long, contented tear and chew of a bear eating fish. I listen to him listening. An orange-bellied squirrel runs from the base of one tree to another. It is fast, but I am faster. Can I hunt it, Father? I get in my crouch ready to spring. Can you? I'm all leap. In a flicker, the squirrel is around the bark of the tree, and I've crashed into the front. I slide down the trunk as the squirrel goes higher and higher, springing from branch to branch like a bird. I shake the bark bits out of my fur. Father does not laugh at me, but he wags a little. I sit down and watch my father watch the mountains. The wind blows, birds talk to each other. There, Father, right there. A short-legged weasel walks across the stream below us. It is black as night, with a broad white stripe from neck to tail and a narrow white stripe down the nose. It is plump. It will be delicious. I could hunt it. I know I could. My spring is ready to go. 2 jumps and I will have him. Father slaps a paw down on my shoulder and presses me flat to the ground. What do you think that animal is? What has your mother said about eating white things? White berries, I say, trying to squirm out of his grasp. White mushrooms, never touch them. Not even a lick. I'll give you a little clue. I tug and turn, but he will not let me up. He watches me struggle. I'm not even making him tired. I huff and puff and strain and finally roll over and lift my chin to surrender. He lets me go. I spring to my feet, nose pointing at my prey. That is not a berry, it's not a mushroom. It is walking. Yes, walking in plain sight, showing us a white stripe and no fear. What is that animal telling you? I lower my nose and tail. Poison? Worse than poison. I flop back down in the dust and drop my chin to my paws. I could catch it though. I could get it all by myself. Not even a lick. I look up at my father. He is not laughing at me, except for that little wag. I go over to the weasel thing's tracks and learn their 5-toed shape. Knock lunch, waddle slowly, almost teasing, off into the forest. That was a skunk. Like whimpering, but then I remember to hold it in and sit up tall. Who needs it? Who needs to eat? Not me. I sit beside my father, more watching. The shadows go long, and he's still watching. The rest of the pups have been playing all day, but father is still watching. My wag is long gone, and I'm with him, watching. A scuffle of noise at the edge of the waterfall catches my eye. A black nose peeks out, followed by the most wild-haired weasel ever. Its hairs are long and stiff and wave out in all directions. It is even slower than the last one. I could catch that thing. I look at it. I look at father. He is not crouching to stalk it. He's looking at me. It is delicious. Is it delicious? My nose point at the weasel. Probably. So we'll see what that one is. Yep. Porcupine. The thing goes to the pine tree and nibbles at the back. The stiff black hairs are silver gray at the tips and black at the base. Is it poisonous? No, he wags just a little. I make a yelp in case it hasn't smelled us watching so nearby. It turns and doesn't back away. Badgers and wolverines are not big, but mother has warned us about them. Does that thing hunt us? Nothing hunts a grown wolf. But men, he is so small. Why is he not afraid? The porcupine fears no one and fights no one. But I could get him in one pounce, he's so slow. Anyone who tangles with a porcupine bows to him forever after. No way am I bowing to that thing. I watch it slowly and clumsily climbing the pine tree. There's nothing sleek or strong or shrewd about it. I will go with it. Then I will know. And Sharp will have to do the bowing. The wind dies down and the sun sinks even lower. Ravens come. They circle Father to go out toward the prairie. They circle back and Father woofs to them as though they can talk. They swoop around him again, so close that their long black wingtips stir the fur on his shoulders. Off they go again, back to the prairie. There, Father says, nose pointing to the open ground below, where the prairie grasses meet the trees and the ferns and the mountainside. So that's where we're going to end today. Find out why Father said there the next time. So head to your Google Doc, fill out your summary, your questions, your predictions, your feelings and thoughts, and we will see you next time.